Hello Hashima, this video is for Thursday, April 23rd. This is lesson 93, converting customary measurements for capacity. This one is a little bit trickier because there are a lot of different units. So please make sure you watch the King Gallon video on YouTube before you try this lesson because it involves a lot of complicated conversions. Sometimes you have to convert twice. So capacity is a lot more units. So you've got gallons, quarts, pints, cups, and fluid ounces. So make sure that you are familiar with all of those before you try these. Okay, so capacity measures how much a container can hold. So obviously, like picturing a huge milk jug that's a gallon is way different than what can be held in a small milk carton that you would get from school. So capacity is how much a container can hold. Just like with units for distance and weight, you can use multiplication and division to convert those units to change them from one to the other. So we have a conversion chart on the side. So the smallest unit is called a fluid ounce, and you can fit 8 fluid ounces inside of 1 cup. Picture like a measuring cup in your kitchen. You can fit 2 measuring cups, 2 cups, into 1 pint. You can fit 2 pints into 1 quart, and you can fit 4 quarts into a gallon. So picturing the large gallon milk jug, and like you can look in your own fridge really and see the different size containers and look on the labels, and you might see some of those words: fluid ounces, cups, pints, quarts, and gallons. That's what we're going to be working with today. So example A is that somebody tries to drink 9 cups of water each day to stay hydrated, and we want to know how many fluid ounces of water is in those 9 cups. So if you notice, I wrote my conversion statements. 9 cups is equal to, we don't know how many fluid ounces. So if 1 cup has 8 fluid ounces, you're going from a big unit to a small unit, which means that you're going to need to multiply. So I'm going to multiply by the rate. So 9 times 8 is 72. So 9 cups is the same as 72 fluid ounces. All right, let's try one that's kind of harder. So I have a different picture for this one as well because I think that might help you understand. But Nellie has a watering can that contains 20 cups of water. She pours 1 quart of water on each plant in her yard. If she uses all the water in the watering can, how many plants does she water? Now, at first, this doesn't sound super tricky. Cups of water, watering plants, how many plants can she water? But the trick here is that we have to get from cups to quarts. And if you look back at our conversion chart, we don't have a direct conversion rate for cups to quarts. So we have to convert it twice. We have to go from cups to pints and then pints to quarts. So what I did is I drew a picture of 20 cups on the bottom because that's what we're starting with. And we need to go from the small unit of cups to the next biggest unit, which is a pint. So 1 cup is equal to 2 pints. So that means that 20 cups is equal to 10 pints. That was my first conversion. Now I have to go from pints into quarts. So I know that there are 2 pints in 1 quart. So again, we're dividing because we're going from small to big, from pints to quarts. So 10 divided by 2 is 5. That means that she has 5 quarts of water in those 20 cups. And that is also shown in my picture. I sort of group them all together. Notice that I'm only left with 5 quarts here. So that means that if she's going to use a full quart of water for each plant, then she can water 5 plants. So I posted a different picture of this on the introduction, but here's another picture. So basically I drew 20 C's. Each C stands for cups. And then I put them in groups of 2 because each cup is 2 cups is 1 pint. So see, that's why I put them in boxes with 2 each. And notice that gives me 10 pints. And then you group each pint into groups of 2 to make quarts because 2 pints are in 1 quart. So that gives you a total of 5 quarts. If this is confusing for you, I totally understand. It's kind of tricky. But again, you're trying to get from each unit. And if you don't have the rate, that means that you have to convert it twice. So again, please watch the King Gallon video. There's also a ton of other resources online that we'll be doing during reteach over the next few days because I know that this is tricky. Look in your kitchen, look at your measuring cups, things like that. You'll see some of these units everywhere, and that will help you get a grasp of just how big these units of capacity are. So we'll see you on Zoom later. Give them a try, and we'll talk to you soon.